Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC P2646 indicates an issue with the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit, specifically reporting a low voltage condition in the system. This code is significant as it pertains directly to the VTEC, variable valve timing and lift electronic control system that enhances engine performance and efficiency by adjusting valve timings. If not addressed, it could impact engine operation, leading to suboptimal performance or even engine damage. The rocker arm oil pressure switch is primarily located near the engine block, and it monitors the oil pressure within the VTEC system. This code can inhibit the functionality of the VTEC system, which is crucial for optimal engine dynamics, particularly under varying speeds and loads. Furthermore, while diagnosing this issue, it's essential to be aware of other associated DTCs, such as P2648 and P2649, which should be resolved first if they are concurrently present. DTC P2646 pertains to the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit, which is fundamental in monitoring oil pressure relative to the VTEC system. This switch is designed to ensure that the engine receives the appropriate oil pressure needed for the VTEC operation, influencing how the valves open and close, thus optimizing engine performance. The rocker arm oil pressure switch is located near the engine block, making it accessible for inspection and testing during diagnostics. A malfunction in this switch may lead to inadequate oil pressure readings, causing the engine control module, ECM, to not activate the VTEC system as needed. The circuit is crucial for maintaining the proper function of the VTEC mechanism, which operates differently under various engine loads. Ensuring that this component is functioning accurately is essential for overall engine health and performance. Several potential causes could trigger DTC P2646. Firstly, a low engine oil level can result in improper lubrication and pressure, which in turn affects the operation of the rocker arm oil pressure switch. Ensuring that the oil level is within specification is critical before delving deeper into electronic diagnostics. Secondly, intermittent electrical issues such as poor connections or damaged wiring can lead to erratic signal transmission to the ECM. This could present as a circuit low voltage condition. Additionally, a faulty rocker arm oil pressure switch itself may render incorrect readings, prompting this DTC. Therefore, each of these areas must be thoroughly assessed to diagnose the root cause accurately and effectively. Drivers may observe multiple symptoms linked to DTC P2646. The most immediate sign is the illumination of the check engine light, which alerts the driver that a diagnostic issue needs addressing. Driver experiences may also include poor engine performance. This could manifest as loss of power or efficiency, particularly during acceleration or under load conditions. In tandem, the VTEC system may fail to engage, which means the vehicle will not experience the expected lift and timing adjustments that boost performance in certain driving situations. Understandably, these symptoms can lead to increased emissions and decreased fuel efficiency, making it imperative to diagnose and resolve this code promptly. The first troubleshooting step for DTC P2646 involves checking the engine oil level. It's crucial to confirm whether the oil level is adequate, as insufficient oil can lead to inappropriate readings and potentially cause this code to be triggered. To perform this check, ensure that the vehicle is parked on a level surface and the engine is off. Pull the dipstick out, wipe it clean, and insert it back in fully before removing it again to assess the oil level accurately. If the oil level is found to be low, top it off to the manufacturer's recommended level before proceeding to further diagnostic steps. Should the oil level be sufficient, one can move on to troubleshooting the electrical aspects of the system. In the second diagnostic step, the focus shifts to verifying the problem by turning the vehicle to the on mode without starting the engine. This step allows for the use of the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear any existing DTCs. Once in on mode, use the HDS to erase the DTC P2646. After clearing the code, it is critical to perform the VTEC test integrated within the HDS inspection menu. This test helps ascertain whether the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit is functioning as intended. The outcome of this test will help determine if the problem persists or if it might have been an intermittent fault. If the result indicates OK, further investigation for loose connections or poor wiring must be conducted. If the issue is duplicated, further diagnosis is warranted. The third step in the troubleshooting process involves determining the possible failure area that may be at fault, particularly focusing on the VTM line and associated wiring. Begin by turning the vehicle to off or lock mode to secure the electrical systems. Disconnect the 2P connector to the rocker arm oil pressure switch. This step is crucial to isolate the component for better diagnosis. Following this disconnection, turn the ignition to on mode again and utilize the HDS to monitor various parameters that relate to the oil pressure switch. You should be looking for the VTEC Press SW status, among other readings, to determine if the current conditions match the outlined thresholds. If the parameters are within specification, it indicates that the wiring and components prior to this point are functioning adequately, helping guide the next troubleshooting steps accordingly. In this step, checking the actual oil pressure within the VTEC system is paramount. Begin by turning the vehicle back to off or lock mode to prepare for the removal of the rocker arm oil pressure switch. The switch must be detached carefully, and a special tool for measuring oil pressure should be connected. Ensuring proper torque specifications and secure connections with the measurement adapter is crucial. After the setup, start the engine and perform the VTEC test using the HDS once more. During this test, monitor the oil pressure reading. The pressure should rise to at least 392 kilopascal, which represents the necessary threshold for adequate performance. If the reading meets or exceeds this benchmark, the issue may reside in the rocker arm oil pressure switch that needs replacement. If the pressure is below this value, further examination of the VTEC system itself is warranted. The final troubleshooting step focuses on checking for continuity within the wiring to determine if there's a short in the VTM line. Initially, ensure the vehicle is powered down in the off position. To facilitate this test, utilize the HDS to jump the SCS short circuit line, effectively putting the system in a diagnostic mode. With the PCM, Powertrain Control Module, Connector B disconnected, you will test for continuity between specified points, from pin 21 of PCM Connector B to a body ground. This verification process checks for any shorts that might be present along the line. If continuity is present, it indicates there is a wiring fault that requires repair. Conversely, if no continuity exists, the wiring is confirmed to be in working order. If necessary, moving forward, updating the PCM software or substituting a known good module could resolve the issue, thus ensuring that the DTC P2646 is no longer present. After completing the necessary repairs based on the steps outlined in troubleshooting, it is crucial to conduct a final verification to confirm everything has been resolved satisfactorily. This means rechecking the vehicle for the presence of DTC P2646 using the HDS once again. If no codes appear, it suggests that all malfunctions have been rectified, confirming that the repairs undertaken were effective. In some cases, it might be necessary to take the vehicle for a short drive to ensure that the system reevaluates and clears any temporary issues that may lead to re-triggering of the DTC. Monitoring the performance during this drive can provide further insights into whether the VTEC system operates correctly under various conditions. This step enhances assurance that the underlying issue has been accurately addressed. Preventive maintenance plays a vital role in avoiding future occurrences of DTC P2646. Regularly checking engine oil levels is paramount, ensuring that the oil remains within the optimal range, as incorrect oil levels can directly impact the operation of the rocker arm oil pressure switch. Keeping an eye on connections and the integrity of wiring within the VTEC system can preempt electrical malfunctions that could lead to low voltage conditions. Service and maintenance intervals should incorporate inspections that focus on wiring harnesses and connectors, looking for signs of wear or damage. Proper vehicle care routines, including timely oil changes and routine vehicle checks, can contribute significantly to the longevity of the VTEC system. Ensuring that all components are in good working order reinforces system reliability and optimal engine performance. In summary, DTC P2646 signals a low voltage condition within the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit, impacting the VTEC system's ability to function optimally. The diagnostic process emphasizes the importance of checking the engine oil level as an initial step. If the oil level is sufficient, following electrical checks and pressure evaluations is critical for isolating the failure. Consistent maintenance practices, particularly regarding oil checks and connection inspections, will help mitigate the risk of encountering this DTC in the future. Ultimately, addressing the underlying issues as outlined in the diagnostic steps ensures the integrity of the VTEC system, maintaining enhanced engine performance and efficiency. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.